A letter written by 600 eminent lawyers about the Supreme Court and how exactly there are interest groups, vested groups that are now operating. 600 lawyers opened up about the pressure on Supreme Court, a letter to the Chief Justice of India led by Harish Salve. Prime Minister has also called out the attempt to browbeat and bully. Now, one of the lawyers signatory to this entire petition that was sent across was eminent lawyer Hitesh Jain, who's joining us right now on this broadcast from Mumbai. Let me see if we can just get him on air right now. I'm told that Hitesh Jain has joined us. Mr. Jain, thank you very much for speaking to Republic TV. Let me straight away begin by asking you, along with various other lawyers, have said that there is an interest group that is operating. Whom are you referring to? Who exactly is this interest group that you are referring to? Mr. Jain, you'll have to just unmute yourself. You'll have to unmute yourself.
Shravan, you're asking me an obvious question, and you know the obvious answer also as to which group we are referring. In the past 2 weeks, you are seeing a concerted attempt to undermine the judiciary and particularly the Supreme Court. And this escalated particularly when Arvind Kejriwal was arrested. Even you could hear the murmurs during the arrest of Manish Sisodia and other opposition-led leaders who have been accused of corruption. What is strange is there is this set of politicians who will accuse these people of a political corruption. Then they will don the hats of the lawyer and they will appear for them in the court. And when they do not get the favorable order, then they start criticizing the judiciary in the court, outside the court, on the media, on the social media. They use every platform to undermine the judiciary. So basically what is happening is it is their way or highway. And more so the way this judiciary, the more so this lobby is behaving, the kind of allegations they are making. For example, if a particular bench is not giving the relief, they are not afraid in name calling the judges and they are casting all sorts of aspersions. I think this is dangerous. It is dangerous for the credibility of the judiciary. We felt this is a serious enough issue which needs to be called out, and that is the reason a letter has been addressed to the Chief Justice of India, bringing in all these tactics in front of him.
Mr. Jain, I'm also quoting from the letter. You, along with the other lawyers, say that it's troubling to see some lawyers defend politicians by the day, and then they try to influence the judges through the media at night. Now, that's a cause of concern, given the fact that you've had political parties now launching a full-fledged campaign, simply saying that, there is a sense that there is a lobby that basically operates within the judiciary too, and that's what they're basically indicating too. How concerned are you as well as the other lawyers, and what ramifications does it really have?
See, obviously this is concerning. As a lawyers, we win some case, we lose some case. It is about, at the end of the day, I mean, every lawyer will confess that there is a robust judicial system, and ultimately it is the rule of law that prevails in the court. And there is no point, I mean, there's no hard feelings whether you win the case or whether you lose the case. But when you lose the case, you start casting aspersions. When on a particular subject, there is not the judicial outcome is not favorable, there is a lobby, they will start casting the aspersion. Now that is what is a matter of concerning. I mean, it's like, it's a very simple thing in a layman's language. If the result is not in my favor, the best thing is instead of looking at the facts, I have to start calling the judge straight away. I have to start blaming the judge that ultimately the judge was biased. He had his other views, and therefore I'm not able to succeed. I think if we start making such kind of allegation, if the lawyers who are being so-called successful lawyers, if they start making such kind of allegation, what is the faith people are going to have in the judiciary?